Hello and welcome to the Mass Tort Minute. The New York Times reports that Johnson & Johnson's executives decided in 2009 to phase out a hip implant and sell off its inventories for use in patients just weeks after the Food and Drug Administration asked the company in a letter for added safety data about the implant. J&J denies any wrongdoing. A lawsuit has been filed against Ford alleging that the company sold trucks with defective fuel tank linings for a decade, hiding the information from customers. Ford denies any wrongdoing. An Arkansas judge fined Johnson & Johnson based upon the Medicare statute in that state and a subsidiary more than $1.1 billion for downplaying and concealing risks associated with the antipsychotic drug Risperdal, a ruling that could affect thousands of pending lawsuits over the drug. A Louisiana jury awarded $10 million in punitive damages to a man who says 7 years ago he was cleaning Exxon's offshore drilling pipes contaminated with radiation, which caused his prostate cancer. The Illinois Supreme Court upheld the right of a family member to seek compensation for asbestos brought home in a husband's clothing. Congratulations to Simmons Cooper and the Cooney law firms. Pfizer Inc. isn't entitled to protection from asbestos claims related to its non-operating bankrupt entity, Quigley, according to a federal appeals court ruling. And citing the Supreme Court ruling in Mensing, a federal judge dismissed 50 cases involving the generic drug substituted for Darvon and Darvocet. A New Jersey judge, Carol Higbee, denied motions for a new trial filed in a consolidated Accutane case where jurors returned a verdict for one of 3 plaintiffs who claimed they developed inflammatory bowel disease after taking the drug. Judge Higbee upheld a $2 million verdict and also findings of no cause of action asserted by 2 other plaintiffs. A federal court judge recently ruled that Merck can proceed with a lawsuit against the Kentucky Attorney General for violating its constitutional due process rights, oh brother, because the state struck a contingency fee agreement with 2 outside law firms to pursue a lawsuit against the drug manufacturer for consumer protection. And a 3-judge panel in Florida overturned a $79 million tobacco verdict, saying it backed for free trial on damages. Medtronic maker has agreed to pay $85 million to resolve a federal class action lawsuit brought by a group of shareholders in 2008 based upon alleged illegal marketing. And according to people close to the matter, Bayer agreed to pay at least $110 million to settle approximately 500 lawsuits over claims that its oral contraceptives Yasmin and Yaz cause injuries. And the federal government has agreed to pay around $1 billion to 41 Native American tribes to settle a lawsuit over the alleged mismanagement of tribal assets stored in trust accounts. And there have been a lot of securities issues this year. The average amount of each accord in securities cases fell by 42% in 2011. 65 cases were resolved last year for a total of $1.4 billion, the fewest settlements and the lowest aggregate dollar value in more than 10 years. J.P. Morgan Chase reportedly settled allegations stemming from a Georgia whistleblower lawsuit. It charged service members hidden mortgages and refinance fees. Cost, we think, J.P. Morgan about $45 million. And House Republicans passed H.R. 5, which places caps on medical malpractice awards. Stiff opposition is anticipated in the Senate. I know that took more than a minute, but I hope it was helpful, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.